Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's stream. How you doing today? It's been a hot second since I went live. Or done a Music Monday stream. 2 weeks, I think? I'll tell you this. We haven't done anything worth showing in those 2 weeks. So, let's break it down very quickly. Why did I take a 2-week break? Finals. So I just finished up a semester of school, and now I started a new one. And I think I said this towards the beginning of the year, but I am on a 36-week straight sprint to the end for my degree. I'm getting a bachelor's of arts in music composition for film, TV, and video games. So that's really fun. But that does mean that it's a sprint. It's an all-out, just absolute nightmare. But starting today, I am in my final semester. So what does that mean? In all honesty, I'm not entirely sure yet. What I will tell you is that I'm taking 2 classes. One is very important. The other is a sampling class. So yeah, the schedule, my schedule has gotten really out of whack. I now work 6 out of the 7 days of the week, so you know, that's always fun. I don't really know when I will be live. I'm hoping that it'll be back to Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, since those seem to work for me really well. But right now, I think school's at the forefront, and work is absolutely killing me at the moment. So I'm going to try my best, because I would hate for work to get the better of me, and I can't stream anymore. I can't do what I love. So we're really going to try our best to not let that affect us. But other than that, I don't know. I think we're in a pretty good spot. So, let's go ahead and let's jump into today's stream. I have this old project file up for one particular reason. I have been looking through some old projects, looking for what I could do as one final. So this semester is 12 weeks long, and I have 12 weeks to make one final big project, a long scale project. And so I was looking over this one because my options are to do a piece of a short film or to do a video game. I'm leaning more towards the video game, or I'm leaning more towards the film because it's a little simpler. But if I were to do a video game, I would have to do a full interactive system involved in the game. So that means having to do all the technical stuff, get these files implemented into Wise, and just stuff like that. So it's not the easiest, but yeah. Okay, so the project that we have in front of us is one that I worked on, I think, December? Yeah, because it was in the Sound of Games. And I just want to go over this scene very quickly because this is a short film from Blender, the 3D modeling software, the company who makes it. They made a short film called Spring. And so I was looking at possibly continuing this project because I am a huge fan of what I did for this particular scene. So let's take a look very quickly, just so I can show you guys, because it has been a while since we've shared this. I like it. I am so fond of this piece and how well that came out. So it's a 7 minute and 44 second piece, and what we have here, I believe, is just under 2 minutes. So I really like it. I really love this crescendo right here. I love it. It's beautiful. So I think what I want to do is I want to try working on this for the next 12 weeks. I want to try working on this project, start to finish. Or maybe I will try working on a video game. I would have to. I have no idea. I really don't know how on earth I would be able to do a video game, considering that it's only 12 weeks. I have a bunch of communities that I'm in that do like game jams, which only take like usually a weekend, or they'll be over like the course of a full week. So nothing big scale like 12-week project. And even still, I don't think I could find one that starts like this week and ends like ends decently. So it's all about like what is feasible for me, and I think a short film probably would be a lot better. So with all that being said, I think this is probably our best bet. And I like it. I like the short film. And I think I could do really well because if you guys have been watching, let me go ahead and if you guys have been following along with the what's it called? I'm blanking. The Deep Space soundtrack. We've been writing recently for the end piece. We've been writing a lot of music for like the snow and for like an icy barren landscape. And I think that's really fitting for the fact that we have like these shots of like frosted over plants. It's a cold forest. I think we could definitely do that. We could play into that really well. Overall, I think this is like a perfect project to work on. I already have some of it done, which I really like. I don't think I'll use it one for one. I think I will actually want to expand it a little. I would love to get a live orchestra on this to actually pay people to do this for my final. I don't think I can because that would be an absolute monumental task. But I think even for like the vocals, I would love to like get actual vocals on this instead of just the synthesized ones. So maybe that'll be something that I do. I'll get human vocals on it, which is great. But I really like the short film. It's got some really cool shots in it that I can really use to my advantage. It's very, I don't know how to put this. It's like fantasy, but also like grounded in like a nature type of aesthetic, which is really cool. And then this is the shot that I composed for. So I pretty much covered like the end, and then I would have to do a probably an end credit right here, which not a big deal. So yeah, that's sort of where my head's at. That's sort of what I'm doing. It's interesting. It's really interesting. So I want to go ahead and I want to finish up this piece. When I say I haven't worked on a piece in 2 weeks, I kind of mean it. I've been so busy with finals and I've been so busy with work that now it's just been an absolute nightmare to try and get stuff done. And then I took Saturday off as sort of like a recharge day because Lord knows I needed it after a brutal 24 weeks with no breaks. And man, it's just, even on my day off, I couldn't get a break. Work was calling me. They needed me to sort some issues out, but that's all under the bridge. So what's done is done. Now I'm back. Now we're back. We're into it. We're working. Let me make sure that my streams are going. Yeah, okay. Streams are going. Perfect. Alright, so this will take a bit to load, because it's got contact plugins in it. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys are not familiar, let's go ahead and let's go over the Deep Space OST. The Deep Space OST is a standalone soundtrack meant to tell a story. Basically, where we are is we are closing up the journey. I really wanted this to be done by now, but unfortunately, stuff has just gotten in the way. This might need to get pushed back to like a September release. Which, honestly, I wouldn't really mind if it got pushed back to right before TwitchCon. Speaking of which, oh, yes, I will be going to TwitchCon. That's exciting. And I will be accompanied by Mr. Bug, The Bug Life, twitch.tv/TheBuggLive. He goes by The Bug Live on Twitch. That'll be fun. We're going to vlog. We're looking at going to Halloween Horror Nights over at Universal Studios Orlando. So that'll be fun. We want to hit the Five Nights at Freddy's house and the Fallout house, so that'll be that'll be a treat. And then what else? I think we're probably gonna do some shenanigans while we're here as well. We might do a stream in this room while he's here. We'll have to play it by ear. But yeah, that's some of the fun stuff that we've got planned. It's gonna be super exciting. So the Deep Space OST is a standalone story that we've been writing purely out of music. And it's basically the story of you, the protagonist, helping this ancient race that seems to have been lost among the stars. And trying to figure out where they are, why they called you for help, and whatnot. So, yeah. That's where we are at the moment. So without further ado, this is the closing track of everything here. So let's go ahead and let's listen to it, because we haven't really had a chance to listen to it much. What's up, Tina? How's it going? How's it going, Teeners? You're live right now, right? Oh, yes. Tina's live. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Mark Follow. How's it going? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I really like this track. I think this is a beautiful track to end off everything with. We still have to write an epilogue track, which we might start today, but for now, can I please have a kiss on the lips for following? Oh, don't worry. Wow. There you go. always chasing this end of a journey type feel. And I think it's come out really well. Well, did not mean to hit that. My mistake. I'm just flipping through scenes at the moment. Sorry about that. My stream deck got too close to my mouse. And that's how the story ends. It is such a weird experience being able to like say that. We still have to write like an I want to write like an epilogue, which I think will be like sort of a closing statement. The same way Signal Found is the opening statement. I don't know, it's sort of like Signal Found is the front cover of a book, and then Signal Lost will be the closing cover of a book, and then everything in between is the actual story. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I think this is a fantastic story. And the music, holy crap, it is some of my favorite music that I've written to date. It is so cool. And this whole, like, section, this marker right here, it just sounds like a journey, man. Especially serious to the last phrase. so cool. It is fantastic. It's just, it truly is just creating art and like creating something that doesn't exist. I would love if this whole piece were to get turned into a short film. Right now, with just the 9 tracks that we're sitting at, this one's not. This one's additional. It's cut content, but for the 8 at least, we're sitting at 27 minutes about. Yeah, around 27 minutes and 4 seconds for just these 8 tracks, and I still have to include this one because it's not entirely done yet. I'm still working on the mixing for it, and then writing an epilogue track. So holy crap, it is just mind-boggling that after a year and a half we're here. It's a whole journey. We wrote a whole story start to finish with just music, and then obviously we needed a guide, so we wrote like a baseline for what we needed and what we wanted to convey. So with that in mind, I wanted to do a little bit of mixing because I think there's some areas where it could use a little bit of work. I think right here is one of them. So we're trying to balance this out. I need to take out some of those highs, but I also don't want it to sound like we're underwater, because technically we're not. We're on a frozen wasteland. And everything should sound a little harsh. So actually, with that case, I'm actually go ahead and bring this up a little bit. I'm going to make you a little wider. Taking out some of those lower bits. I also want to take out some of those mids. The mids are where it starts to get a little muddy. That should do for now. Let's hear it in context. I think I remember this channel from years ago. What's up, Life is Amazing? How's it going? From years ago? What do you remember from years ago? I'm curious. I think that reverb was causing us a lot of issues. As much as I would like having reverb on the bass, it's also really hard because it gets really muddy. So we're going to try and not let that happen. Happy Wheels videos, I think? Dude, that was years ago. That's almost 10 years ago. Holy crap. I have to check now. When was the last time I did Happy Wheels? I think I should have a playlist on it somewhere, right? Indie games, Go With Your Friends, Team Fortress 2, Fortnite. Get on the soundtrack, Oxygen Not Included, projects. That was one of the first things I did on the channel. Like Coaster, Would You Rather? Huh, I guess I don't have it. I don't even think Happy Wheels works anymore. Was that a Flash game? I have a feeling that might have been a Flash game. Now I gotta check. When was the last time I uploaded Happy Wheels? Take me to my YouTube channel. That might be the best way to go about this. Okay, if we go to videos, I'm just gonna go by oldest because it's been that long. Okay, Happy Wheels, Happy Wheels, Happy Wheels, Happy Wheels. Is that it? Is that the end of Happy Wheels? I did like 4 episodes. Holy crap. Yeah, that old Flash game was popular with Markiplier and some other big YouTubers. Yeah, that's how I got into it. I was watching them. A lot of my older content did spawn off of like the Flash games. 9 years ago is pretty crazy. 10 years ago, I started doing videos just like this based off of like the content that I liked watching YouTubers play. Crazy how that was so long ago. Anyways, yeah, welcome in. How are you doing? Life is amazing. Okay, I think that works. So now it's a little more prominent. It sounds sharper. You're able to hear it a little bit more. How does that translate to everything else? It's still prominent. You can still hear it on the bass line. It's really missing something without it. Okay, perfect. That sounds a little better. Okay, yeah, I really think the basses are carrying this whole piece, which is really weird because they're both rhythmic. Man, do they sound good. I'm hearing something. I need to figure out where it is. I want to know if I can isolate that and get rid of it. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard because I need. Okay. What's up with this? This sounds a bit weird. Sorry, I think there's something crawling on my leg. I thought there was something off with this, and I couldn't really figure out what it was until now. It's missing its automation. Okay, go ahead and stop. You need to be taken out. Because I pulled it from a different source, didn't I? Probably. Okay. There we go, that should work now. Okay, so yeah, I like that quite a bit. I like how it starts out kind of dirty and then it starts to clean itself up as it goes. And by the time it ends, yeah. Perfect. Let's go back to this one very quickly, so I just want to hear this in context. Let me hear that one more time. Nice. Beautiful, even. That's okay. I want to say I'm gonna go ahead and put a pin in that one. I don't think there's a whole lot that we can do beyond that, other than like just the teeny like nitpicking stuff, or I'd have to constantly listen to a section over and over again. But I think overall, just as an idea and as a concept, this is done. I'm really happy with this. Holy crap! I honestly can't believe. Okay, I'm actually curious right now. So this keeps saying that there's like a frequency that's constantly like droning on. Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's below what we can hear. And then it just pops. There it goes. Yeah, I've always been curious about that. Okay, so that's all done and dusted. I'm really happy with that. So I say let's go ahead and let's start a new project here. I'm gonna go ahead and save this for all the work that we've done. Would hate to lose it. I'm not too worried about losing projects because thankfully Pro Tools I set Pro Tools to auto backup every like 15 minutes. So the worst that can happen is I write something and then it just resets a couple minutes back. It's not too bad. This one's gonna be called Connection, or was it Signal Lost? Connection terminated. Was that what I put on it? Hang on, let me take a look. So the way that this works, or the way that I wanted this to work out, is for the where is it? Where's my Spotify? For the Message from Deep Space album or signal cover, it's really hard to see, but there's text right there. Let me see if I can find the project, another project, the album cover in here. Where is it? Holy crap, I've lost it. Okay, I found it. Okay, perfect. So if we look at the text on here, it says connection established and then connection terminated. I believe what it should be in here is... Okay, it's a little different, but we'll go ahead and we'll keep it with the newer version. Is it? What? What happened? Okay, for some reason it's saying that it's only signal found transmission star, even though it should say transmission started. That's weird. I don't know why on earth it just says star. Well, that's fine. So it's transmission started. And this will be signal loss transmission ended. Or transmission terminated. And then 48K, 24-bit. I gotta make sure that I use those, otherwise my computer's gonna get mad at me if I try and switch audio devices. Okay, but that's all good. We're starting off on a new project file. I see a fly. Okay, pure ADHD moment. I am checking stuff very quickly. Okay, perfect. Okay, how on earth do we want this to go? What are we hoping to do with this track? I want it to be a sort of end all be all, like I want it to sound as if you're retelling a story like retelling a bedtime story that no one will believe is real. In a way, I want it to mirror the first track, but in a way that doesn't sound like it's an exact copy. I'm trying to think of ideas right now. Give me a second. While we're listening to this, I'll start thinking of something. Okay, I think I'm getting some ideas of. I wanted to start this off as like just a piano piece, similar to what we've done with some other tracks. Okay. So what I want to do right now is I want to see if I can find a turn-off sound. So I sampled the beginning of the track here very quickly. Well, that's an old computer starting up. So let me go ahead and pull up the sample. Because what I want to do is I want to try and find a sample of like a disk drive just whirling and then it just stops. So I need something like that, but I need it to be like a computer powering down. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do that. Powering down. This maybe? I don't know if this will work or if it has music over it. You know, I would really like for that to work, but I don't think it's I don't think it's proper quality. So here, let's just take a look. So I'd use like from this point on. I want something like that, but it's isolated. Because you can hear sort of like a white noise in the background, and we don't really want that. So I'm trying to find what we can use for like a power down sequence. Here's another short here. Let me take a look. Oh, it's starting up. Never mind. Yeah, so same problem. It's just a little too much white noise for me. Yeah, everyone has startup sound effects, but no one has a power down start effect, which is really interesting. So I don't know if I have a computer that I can like use, because I just want the sound of the like CD disc turning and then just winds down. That's really what I'm looking for. I don't know. Can I put this one in reverse by chance? I have that sound effect somewhere. Let me see if I can find it and put it in reverse, and we'll see if that can work. What on earth did I call it? Filler sound file. Nope, that's not it. So like R for retro or something? Oh, what was it? Hang on. Would it be under samples by chance? Nope. Sound effects maybe? I don't know if it would be under sound effects. I'll be honest, I'm not going to find this, so I'm just going to go ahead and open up the file. I'll save this for now. Let's quickly go ahead and find that project. Signal found. There you are. What are you called? What's the file called? I'll have to figure that out. Great time waiting for all this to load up. In the meantime, let's go ahead and let's play Message from Deep Space. The one that started the whole album. I'm gonna remaster this a little bit, because I think there's some stuff that needs to get touched up a little bit, and then it'll go by a different name. We'll need to figure out what it is. I think I'm gonna call it the hieroglyphs. Yeah, it's gonna be something about like hieroglyphs on a wall. I need to go back and take a look at like my title suggestions. Also, have you guys heard Without Us yet? Or not Without Us, Finding Yourself yet? Does that work? It works! Hooray. I didn't know if that actually worked. I put in a bunch of Twitch commands now onto my Stream Deck. Also, if you're ever on Twitch, we have a Discord now. For those of you on YouTube, I think I have to put the link in the description again, because I keep forgetting to. But it'll be there soon. I just had to remind myself to do it. Also, I'm hoping that we're getting a main channel video this week. Next week will be a fun video for the light channel. I gotta finish editing it though. I literally just called a 90s computer boot up. Great. I'm so stupid. Oh my goodness, it's literally at the top right here. Yep. This might be a little harder than I thought. Hang on. Let's take a closer look at that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Well, hang on. Missed the beep. Yeah, no, it's just... that just ain't working. Let me go ahead and hit shuffle on this so I can just snap this right here. Can we crossfade these? Let's take a look. Honestly, doesn't sound the worst, but also I feel like I need something a little bit better. Because there are some bits where you can tell that it's reversed, and we're trying to not have that. So I'm gonna shelf this idea for now, but I might try and like find an old computer in my house and boot it up and then start it back down. I'll try. I might do that to a bit of sampling myself. But yeah, so that's that. In terms of what I'm thinking for what piano do I want? I think I want the Omnisphere one that I use all the time. Oops, you're not armed. You know what? I think this is a great time just to freestyle. I'm gonna see what I can come up with. This will be fun. I'm gonna enjoy this. I kind of like those chords. I like where it's heading. So I want to try messing around with that just a little bit. Whoa, I'm lost. What just happened? I had a moment of just like brain farting. Okay. Let's go on, let's try this. Hello. Work for me. Okay. Thank you. I want it to sound almost liminal in a way. I want to try messing with ideas that are like, it feels just so weird. There we go. I like it. Tempo's gonna be slowed way down. I'm thinking maybe a 90. I like that. Although I don't know if I want to start off with just piano anymore. I want to try... Let's get some strings in here. I want to try doing like a thing. We'll do a warm. Oh yeah, that helps. Now what happens if we were just start off with yeah, that way it'll be a little easier. Nice. Alright, I'm liking that. I want it to be a little bit more warm. So let's go ahead and let's just filter this very quickly. Don't want it as bright. Here for a second. I want like a soft brass. I don't know what I'm going for yet. Imagine if this was just a piano piece. I think that'd be kind of interesting. Well, now it's just piqued my curiosity. Okay, let's just try making like a soft melody here out of what we have. Whoa, hang on. Whoa, hang on. Okay. Just a quick refresher. No, what am I thinking? No, it's stepping out of the chord. Okay, so this should be the melody then. I don't know. I'm really just sort of playing around with ideas right now. I don't want to commit to anything just yet, but I think exploring ideas could be really helpful. And it could definitely help hone in an exact idea of what I want. But for now, we're just sort of playing around. We're vibing. We're schmoovin'. What do I want? I guess. What I want to do is I want to go back in this, and I'm gonna try and subtly adjust everything to make it sound a little more natural, like human played, versus the straight quantization of everything. So that's the plan. Um, I feel like we need to take advantage of the fact that it goes all the way up here. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. I've got an idea that I sort of want to go into. It's going to be sort of a little more of like a softer instrumentation, but I still want those iconic sounds from the soundtrack. So the one I'm thinking of is Waiting for the Horizon. If I could spell properly, that'd be great. That's going to be a little interesting. Why is everything so loud for some reason? liking that. So, I can really see this being like a beautiful piece. On like the softer side. Obviously, we're coming out of something really high energy and intense. It's coming out of this really insane like orchestral piece. So I really want to keep this rather thin as a way of like being like, yeah, our journey is to a close. This is the end of it all, which will be a really fun conclusion. This will probably be like the. If I had to guess, this would probably be the song that like most people would skip, just based on the way that it's starting to sound. Yeah, I don't know if I want any of this full instrumentation anymore. Something from Contact. Since the more the soundtrack has gone on, the more we've started to use Contact in it. So let's try Zero Gravity. I just want to hear how it sounds on these chords, because I think that could be kind of cool. That could be a little soft and a little sweet. Okay, what am I looking for? I wish there was a way to like search, but there's no way to do that. I'm looking for Zero Gravity. Sub-Zero? No, that's not it. Siren Stabs, Lost in Club, Drinking... Not drinking, Driving Shakers. Zero Gravity, there it is, perfect. Let me hear this, I'm just gonna do a quick audition on this. My bad. I want to hear it just because I want to see. Let's go ahead and let's start EQing this. Okay, I kind of like that. I'm starting to vibe with that. It's not as intense as the full orchestra, and it gives a little bit of movement to it. So we're not just sitting on these chords. I'm just gonna go down on this. Maybe I don't want this at this point in the thing. Yeah, it just struck me what exactly we're jumping into. Let's fix that a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. I'm liking that rhythm a lot more. I'm gonna try something else just to play around with ideas. We'll see how it works. Where'd it go? I just lost it. Why don't you try out some more like slow sounding ones? Ooh, I kind of like that syncopation a little. It just doesn't sound right. just need this one measure. Right here. Okay, perfect. I'm sorry, what? Why is it so prominent on these two in particular? Okay, I think we did it. I think we fixed it. Oh my goodness gracious, thank you. Sure, 8 steps. Is that gonna fix my issue here that I'm hearing? Yeah, I think that fixes the issue that I'm having, where it feels like the arpeggiation from one chord is spilling into the next. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Let me listen to this again. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Okay. These need to go down a little bit more. Yeah, okay. That's a lot better, yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Let me check my references very quickly, see what we have from other tracks. See if there's something I can pull that was, I'm trying to find where my list of like not tracks, instruments are for this particular project. Great. Did I miss it? No, I don't think I did. Nope, that's World of My Design. Okay, here we go. Deep Space. Ambient Piano, Mini Grand Bright, Richness, Waiting for the Horizon. I could use Richness. Decimated Memories, I think, is a little too much. Richness. I'm using that more as a melody instrument, so maybe yeah, it could be on the softer side. I don't see why not. Let's give it a try. Uh, Richness. Whoa, 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 whoa! Wrong track. Yeah, okay, I like the sound of that. Give me that, thank you. What's this button do? I don't think I ever figured that out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably should have had that selected beforehand. How would I... There's no effects on this except for these. I'm really liking this piece. Holy crap. I need to get this fly out of my room, man. It's getting annoying. We had carpet cleaners, or not carpet cleaners, we had carpet getting replaced today, so some doors were left open temporarily, and now like a fly or two are just in the house. I guess one of them decided to make their home here. Or no, it just so happened that they got stuck in this room as I closed the door for streaming. Yeah, I feel like I want a shorter piece like this. So I don't know. Let me listen to this from the beginning, and we'll sort of take a gander at this because I think this is in a really good place, one that I'm really happy with. So let's just take a listen. I'm gonna keep my eyes closed just so I can like focus on the image. That could be a little quieter. Okay. Yeah, that was amazing. Holy yonkers, it's the streamer. It is. It is the streamer. We are very streaming, yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're streaming, all right. Look at this again. It's time to VC Gaylord LVC after stream. Nah, I think I like it on the G flat. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go ahead and let's add some knocking into this. We'll start off with that for now. I guess the compressor's not gonna really do what I want. That should do what I want. Yeah. Just keeping it down a little bit better. Let me scroll. I don't know. Yeah. I'm liking that. Now we gotta fix the automation issues. Or fix the volume issues, I guess. Yeah. I say that's a really good finale. And then, last thing that this needs is we need that 90s computer hard drive powering down sound. That's like the last thing that we need, and this track will probably be good to go. All right. This has been an absolute treat. I have really enjoyed this. But unfortunately, um, I have to end here. It's been really fun. We're done. We are 99.99% done with this album. I got to go back and I got to do the last 0.01%. And then this album might get pushed out. I don't know. I want to get some promo material, so I am not going to release a date yet. It's I need to put it on my calendar. I need to get everything in order, but once I do, man, this will be epic. This is truly my greatest work. I used to call Worlds Beyond Our Own my greatest work, and this is the predecessor to that, or this is the successor to it. It really is just everything better about Worlds Beyond Our Own. It takes a story and it just blossoms it. It is incredible. Oh my goodness gracious. I love what I do. It's incredible. So, what does that mean for upcoming Music Monday streams? Well, I don't think we'll be seeing Deep Space content until it's ready. I think I can confidently say this will be the last, the second to last Music Monday stream involving the Deep Space. We're gonna move on to some bigger things. Most likely Broken Mirrors 2. We've been working on that for a year. We have a few, I believe we have 4 tracks developed already. Let me check that. Let me see where we're at with that. Yeah, we're at 4 tracks. Nope, never mind. We're at 3. I decided I don't want, okay, well, actually, it's either 3 or 4 right now. I am still debating if I want Writing to Write to be part of this album. It doesn't fit sonically with the idea, and it's also not really a song that I intended on writing. If you don't know the story behind that, to put it simply, I got too drunk one night, wrote a song, published it, completely forgot I did it until it came out. Anyways, here's what we've got right now for Broken Mirrors 2. We've got Finding Yourself. We've got Perfectly Imbalanced. We've got Building Roller Coasters. And we've also got, I forgot that we wrote this. So the last one that I keep forgetting the name of. Missing What Isn't Mine. Now, once we get back into Broken Mirrors 2, I will fully go into depth about what I've been working on, what I've been planning, because I've got some stuff that's like written down on paper. I think next year we're going to write a new song, and that's going to be interesting. So, until then, I'll see you guys on Friday. We're going to be sticking for the next 12 weeks. Well, I'll say for the next 10 weeks. For the next 10 weeks, we'll be sticking with the Monday through Friday, the Monday and Friday schedule, because those are the dates that I am probably the best at getting timing-wise. For here, I'll go ahead and I'll play this in the background. For videos, we are still on the every other week. So this week is going to be main channel. Next week will be light channel, and we'll keep flip-flopping back and forth for the next 10 weeks as well. After those 10 weeks, I'm taking another 2-week break to finish my studies. I don't care how long it's going to take, but it has to get done. So with that in mind, after these 12 weeks are over, we'll see where we are. We'll see where we go. It's going to be a rough journey. But frankly, so the last 24 weeks have also been a rough journey. So at this point, nothing's changed. We're locking in for the final balance. Anyway, let's go right Tina. Let's see who's live. Playing Peak. I might play Peak, guys. I haven't decided yet. I don't know who I'm going to drag down with me. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll catch you all on Friday with another live stream. It's great to be back. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.